Hi, I'm Bill Snodgrass, and in this episode we're going to do a sort of a product review of the Comica microphone. That it is, the model number is the CVM V30 Lite B, and this is a little they're calling it a little condenser mic, and it's a very light microphone. Before we actually compare this, we're going to look a little bit at what sound is in general and some considerations for any video that might include sound. Real quickly, sound originates at a source and it propagates as a mechanical wave until it reaches some kind of a receptor. I'm going to call this the receptor. It could be your ear or it could be a microphone. And then the receptor is going to process that. The brain, the auditory nerve will send it to the brain will process it into something meaningful, or the microphone will send it to the video processor or the recording processor. The point is that it is a mechanical wave that propagates through the air from an emitter to a receiver. Now, because it's a mechanical wave, it has energy. It has a mechanical energy. And because it propagates out in all directions from the source, it follows a fall off. The energy level falls off as a function of the radius squared. So if these are equal radiuses, if this is 2 and this is 4, when we double the distance, the amount of energy falls off by a function of the radius squared, so it falls off by a function of 4. This is why mic position is so critical in video and recording. You don't want the mic, this mic is like right up here, you don't want it to be on the other side of the room because the energy is going to fall off according to that radius square rule. The other thing you need to understand about audio, about sound, is that our perception of sound is not linear either. So if something is rolling out at 90 decibels and something is rolling out at 80 decibels, that difference in sound, our ears makes that up in the processing of it. Some of that, so we may hear something that's at 80 and 90 very similarly in our brain, even though the mechanical energy is much different. So there's a lot of factors that go into understanding how sound works. For a videographer, what you really need to understand is you want the minimum distance you can between the source and the receptor so that audio quality is as clear as possible. Because as my voice is falling off, when I'm very close to the microphone, the relative volume of my voice compared to background noise is my voice, background noise. But as I get further away and the background noise stays the same and my voice quality, the magnitude of my voice is going to go down. And so it's going to get closer and closer to that background noise, which means that when the mic amplifies all that, it moves the background noise up closer to that level that we want in our audio. So make sure that you have as much volume for the voice component of the video so that the background noise is going down. So it would look like this. Here is close, here's background noise, and here's my voice. If I were to go far away from the microphone, the background noise stays the same, but my voice comes down. And so in the amplification process, both of those move up, and that's why we're going to hear background noise. And as I was moving back and forth across, you could hear my voice falling off as I moved around. All right, now we're gonna dig in. We're gonna look at this microphone and see what we've got here. See what this thing does. All right. So the people at Comica contacted me and asked me if I would do a review of this microphone, and of course I was very glad to do that. And my initial impression, opening them and digging in, is that this is an interesting product. I haven't tested it, but I've read through the manual and I've looked at the microphone. Now it says it's a condenser mic, and that surprises me because there's no power supply, there's no battery, and it is very, very lightweight. the way that microphones work is there's a membrane that catches that mechanical energy and moves, causing a magnet to move, and then there's coils of wire, conductor, and when the magnet moves through the conductor, it induces current, and that current runs through the wires into whatever you're recording on. The way a condenser mic, every condenser mic I've ever encountered in all the years, they have had a little built-in circuitry so that when that voltage is created by the magnet moving, the condenser mic cleans that up and multiplies it and amplifies it and sends a stronger, cleaner signal, and that's way oversimplification of the electronics. The fact that this has no power supply, I'm really surprised, and I will follow this up. I'm going to investigate for my own purposes to see if maybe there's a new condenser technology that would work. So that said, it has a switch mechanism that allows you to switch it from camera mode to phone mode. And what that boils down to is there is a different kind of plug on the phone jacks that has left-right microphone and ground, rather than a normal plug will just have left-right and ground. So the phone jack plugs, although they're the same size as regular jacks, they have another band of conductor. So I'm going to be very interested in testing that on my iPhone. So I have the adapter so that goes from lightning to microphone, and I'm optimistic that this is going to give me a microphone to operate on my camera. So we're going to test that first. I am plugging this little guy in, going to my camera app. I use Filmic Pro on my iPhone, and I'm switching the little switch over to the mic mode, and then just by tapping here, I think I've demonstrated that the mic is in fact operating this audio. For a long time I have wanted to get some kind of a mic solution for my phone, and everything I've tried, I've not been able to get it to work. That's because I've been trying it on mics that don't have the right jack. So that's the first test, and I'm very, very pleased to say that worked. Again, this is a very lightweight microphone. Now, the rest of this test, I'm going to compare the audio quality of this mic with the mic that I have been using, this guy. And so in order to do that, I'm going to have to take this mic out of the system. I'm going to use my old T4i. And the T4i's built-in audio is pretty bad. So we'll see, we'll be able to do a comparison of this and this. I'm going to be using the built-in audio on the 77D, which in the past has always impressed me, and we'll see how it goes. So be right back. All right, I've set the T4i up right here, and now this is the built-in microphone on the T4i. So let me get this guy adjusted just a little bit better. Built-in audio quality on the T4i, I never was impressed with it, which put me on the direction of getting microphones. Now the mic that I've been using for a long time, this is the TaksTAR SGC-598, the SG, and this has been a really good mic, and it has metal mounting apparatuses and shock absorbers, and it's been very, very reliable. All right, so that's a good audio quality check for the T4i. I'm just going to put this mic on, and all right, we're going to hot swap this in, which I don't recommend that you do this, but I've, for the purposes of testing. So we're going from the built-in microphone, and I'm going to hot swap it in, 1, 2. Now there was a pop, and now I am on the TaksTAR mic. So that is the TaksTAR microphone audio quality. So I'm gonna hot pop it off again. Here we go, hot pop off, 1, 2. That was wonderful. Now the Comica microphone is very, very lightweight, and I'm excited by that. However, this mounting mechanism is plastic. So we're again on the built-in audio of the T4i, and I'm sure that rattly sound is apparent as I'm putting the microphone on. And I'm going to hot swap this in, All right, here we go. 1, built-in T4i, 2, 3, in. There we go. Now we're on the Comica. Now we're on the Comica mic. And so this is the audio quality that comes from the Comica mic. And we'll see how this sounds. All right, now we're going to run the clips back to back. So here we go. Here is the Comica clip on the Comica clip. This is the Comica clip. And now we're on the built-in audio of the T4i, All right, we are now on the TaksTar microphone. We're on the TaksTar microphone. The Comica clip on the Comica clip. This is the Comica clip. And now we're on the built-in audio of the T4i, All right, in this test, we're going to compare the audio quality of the iPhone. I have an 8 Plus, an iPhone 8 Plus. The built-in audio quality, I'm using the FaceTime camera and the front-facing microphone. So this is the audio quality for the front-facing microphone. Now I've plugged the Comica mic in using the adapter and having the mic set on the phone mode. So this is the audio with the Comica mic. Now they're both about 2.5 feet away from my mouth. So the distance is close to the same. So this is the audio using the Comica mic. Now go back to the audio on the built-in audio. And so now we're back on the built-in audio for the iPhone, and one more comparison. And so now we're back on the Comica mic. So there's our comparison of the built-in microphone and the external Comica mic for iPhone versus the Comica. So there we have that. There's that test. All right, that's it. I'm gonna give you my preliminary conclusion is. I've been wanting something to use with my iPhone in windy conditions where I could go out, and I'll have to get like the furry wind muff to go with this. But I've been wanting something that I could use with iPhone recording outside in windy conditions, or in places where the built-in microphone picks up too much of the ambient noise. And I believe this is going to be a solution for that. I'm really excited to do some more field testing. And as I'm doing so, I might mention this again in some later episodes where I'll say, hey, this is that microphone I was talking about. Otherwise, the comparison quality for the DSLR, I will leave that up to you to decide what you like. Clearly the built-in audio on the T4i is inferior to pretty much everything else. Other than that, I will let you decide how you feel about it. We'll know, the workmanship seems to be pretty good. I like the fact that you can just screw it on to a little tripod. It has the tripod mount screw there. I like the fact that it's very lightweight. I feel like rigging this up for using vlogging with an iPhone. It really has a nice feel to it. So I almost feel like the cord and the adapter make up half the weight of this thing. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel. I mostly do motivational, inspirational videos. I also do the occasional tutorial, and I'll do some product tests like this from time to time. And remember, this is something about audio that I wish everyone would keep in mind, is that the audio in your video is, in some cases, more important than the video in your video. People will tolerate, a bumpy shot here and there, or something that fades out of focus and comes back. People will tolerate that more than they will when the audio is just horrendous. So starting with a good microphone in the first place is a very important, and I highly recommend, if you're going to do anything serious video-wise, figure out your audio solution. That would be, I would say, one of the first things you need to do if you're going to get serious about making videos, is figure out how you're going to do the audio. That's it. I've said way plenty. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.